Hey, what's up you guys? In this video, we're gonna be going over 5 excuses people have for not chasing their dreams. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Nathan with Freedom Influencer, and here on this channel, we talk about how to make money online, how to generate a passive income so you can create a life of freedom. If you guys want more videos just like this, I invite you to go down, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so that way you get notified of when we're coming out with new videos. Now, here we go. In this video, we're gonna be talking about 5 different reasons why people don't ever chase their dreams, all right? And these are actually most of the excuses that people have. While yes, I understand them, you've got to understand. Let's throw something out here before we get started with this. This is your life. Stop messing around, okay? I see so many entrepreneurs who want to create a life of freedom, who want to take that next step towards financial freedom, towards a life of freedom, towards entrepreneurship, but they have excuses. They have excuses. And what I want to do is I want to wake you up. Your life is passing by. And every day that you don't chase your dream is another day that you delay the life that you truly want. All right, this video is not for you if you're not willing to do something. This video is for you if you're willing to take some of these, because I guarantee that maybe one of them is gonna hit home with you. You know why? You know how I know that? Because I used to be filled with excuses too, until I said one day, no more, I'm done. And you've got to make that decision. So I want to go over these with you. And I know I'm really passionate right now. That's because entrepreneurship and chasing my dream changed my life. And it was just a freaking decision that I made. It was a decision that I made. I had a burning desire for years, you guys. I even tried to become an entrepreneur several times when I was a little bit younger, and I started and I stopped and I started and I stopped, and I had excuse after excuse, which I'm gonna share with you guys the top 5 excuses, and hopefully something hits home. I hope this video lights a fire under your butt, because you can do it. You can create the dreams that you desire. You can have the life you want, and anything that has resistance against that is a lie. Sure, you're going to have resistance. Why? Because creating your dream life is not gonna be easy. It's absolutely possible, but you know what? It's reserved. Creating your dream life and living a life of freedom is only reserved for a few people. Yes, I said it. Not everybody gets to, because most people don't want it enough, and you know what? They're just gonna live in their excuses. So let's go over it, you guys. Number 5 is scared to do something different, all right? People are so scared to do something different. We are creatures of habit, right? And so when we come up with our daily routines, and a lot of times those routines and habits that we develop, they don't serve us in any way. They don't serve our life, they don't serve our family, they don't serve the people we're around. And so what happens is we just live this life, we get into our habits and our routines, and any time that something comes our way that's different, we resist it. Even if that thing that's different can change our life for the better, we still don't want to do it. So that is one of the excuses people have. They're scared. They're scared to do something different. Let me tell you guys something. If you want a different result in your life, you are going to have to make a decision to do something different. You will get the same result as yesterday. You'll get it today, and you'll get it tomorrow if you change nothing in your life, okay? So there we go. Excuse number 1. We're done with that, all right? Number 2, fear of failure. Fear of failure. How many of you would like to venture out and maybe do something different, and you have this fear that comes up? Now, here's what I'm gonna say, because you'll see a lot of gurus, they'll tell you that failure is something that doesn't really exist. And I disagree with that 100%. I believe that fear is a natural emotion. It is something that we feel. We feel fear, right? And fear, we feel the fear of failing, right? So it's something that's real, and you'll hear people say this is just not real. It's something that's, we imagine it. No, BS. Fear of failing, fear of anything is real. we feel that fear. So what I say and what I recommend to you guys to do is to feel the fear of failure, or feel the fear of doing something different. Feel that fear of wanting to do something to create a better life for yourself, and do it anyways. That is what successful people do. People who are successful are not immune to fear, okay? Successful people feel fear and they do it anyways, all right? So no excuses of fear of failing, okay? And a lot of times what successful people truly understand about failure is that failure is the key to success. Take a look at most successful people. They didn't just go step by step, success, and it's amazing and climb to the top. No, they went through hard times. They went through failure. Look at almost any person who's created success in their life, and guess what you're gonna find? That they went through failures to create that success, all right? So number 4, fear of failure, all right? Excuse? No, not an excuse to not chase your dreams. Number 3, care too much what other people think. And I can tell you right now that this is one of the things that I struggled with a lot because of what I did in my life. Is I was already what I believe to be somewhat successful in my military career, okay? And so what I did was I had success, and I know that some of you may be experiencing this as well, but this is just my story, is I created some success for myself in my career outside of entrepreneurship. And so I didn't want to venture out and try this entrepreneurship thing and look like an idiot and look like a failure. And so that held me back for a long time, you guys. It held me back from chasing what I know that I knew I could create in my life, from becoming more, from becoming the person I truly desire to be, to make a bigger impact, to make a bigger income, to really strive to become a better version of myself. I was scared, and I stopped because I cared way too much what other people thought of me. And what if I did fail and people thought I was an idiot for it? And I cared so much. But again, I came to a point in my life where I said, you know what? I don't care anymore. I know what I want in my life. I've seen too much proof of other people creating results, becoming an entrepreneur. This is the world that we live in now, where anybody has the opportunity to create financial freedom in their life. They have the opportunity to create a business where they can make a huge impact in this world, and entrepreneurship is the way. You can live out your dreams, but using the excuse that you care what other people think of you is no longer an excuse. And when I changed that in my mindset and I truly stopped caring what other people thought of me, whether I failed or I succeeded, it didn't matter anymore. And trust me, my friends, if you can get to that point, if you can get to the point where you literally do not care what people think of you anymore, you become 10 times more powerful in creating the success that you desire. Okay? So, number 3, caring what people think. We're not gonna do that anymore, all right? Number 2, you think that you're not smart enough. You think you're not smart enough. I wanna share a little story with you guys about my past. And I don't know if I've ever shared this here on my YouTube channel. But when I was younger, I was homeschooled, okay? I didn't go to a public school or a private school until the 9th grade. So I was homeschooled right from the beginning all the way to 9th grade. And then I went to a private school for my freshman and sophomore year, okay? And then I started doing public school for my last 2 years, and then I went to something called Running Start, where I took some college classes while I was in high school for my junior and senior year. But the only reason I did that is because I wanted to feel normal. I wanted to go to a public school, and the only way I could convince my parents to allow me to go to the public high school was by telling them, listen, there's programs where I can also go to the college campus half of the time, get college credits for free, and still go to the public school. But let me tell you guys something. When I was younger, first of all, I said I would never, ever go back to college. I truly thought I would never go back to college. I didn't think I was smart enough. And in high school, oddly enough, when I was playing football, I loved football, I was also doing the Running Start program where I was taking college classes. Every other quarter, I was on probation, okay? Which basically means I was on academic probation. If I did that again with my grades, then I would get pulled off the football team. Well, isn't it strange that every other quarter, I got my grades back up? So I'd go on probationary period, I'd get my grades up, I'd be good. I'd go back on probation period. And let me just explain to you the psychology behind this. You see, I didn't think that I was smart when I was younger. And I don't claim to be a super smart person now. I do claim to be very resourceful though. And I believe that is one of the key factors to becoming a successful entrepreneur. But here's the deal, you guys. I was probably a C average student in high school, okay? I thought I'd never go back to college, but let me explain something to you. After I graduated, all right, it took me a couple of years to figure out what I wanted to do, and I joined the Air Force, okay? Which first of all, I never thought I would even get into the Air Force. But when I was in the Air Force for just my first couple of years, I had mentors in my career that believed in me. And they pushed education on me and said, Nathan, why aren't you going back to college? You're smart. You can do it. And I had people speak into my life that I was better. And they believed in me more than I did. So you have to understand that when you think that you're not smart enough, when you think that there's just no possible way that you have what it takes to do something in your life, the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this is what you believe about yourself is what brings out the reality. You see, when I was in high school, I didn't believe I was smart. I kept telling myself the same story that, oh, I was homeschooled for all these years, so I don't have what it takes. But then what happened was I started taking steps. I started to do something different in my life. And I started producing different results, okay? And out of high school, I was working at a tire shop. I knew I wasn't gonna do that. And it was just one thing after another. I started working at Costco. And at the time, even people were saying that's a hard job to get. Well, guess what? I landed that job and it was another step up. Then I joined the military, which some people said that, that's gonna be difficult. I don't know if I can do that. I didn't know if I believed in myself, but I kept taking strides to become better, right? And so then what happened was I saw this entrepreneurship journey that I'm sharing with you guys today. And you know what? I saw average people creating hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars with their own entrepreneur journey, okay? And people with very similar backgrounds to me, okay? And here I am now in the military, really getting serious or thinking about getting serious about starting an online business. And then what happened over the next 3 years of entrepreneurship, which you guys, that's about how long I've been doing entrepreneurship. It's insane. I've had multiple months where I've made over 6 figures in a single month, okay? And I do believe in a year's span, coming up in a few months, I'm gonna hit $1 million within 1 year. And think about this, you guys, from someone who started off with this BS, that I'm not smart enough, that I didn't believe in myself. It's all what you tell yourself. If I can do something like this, there's no reason you guys can't. It's what you believe in yourself. And if I need to be that person who instills that belief in you, for you to believe in yourself, then let it be it right now. You need to change your thought about yourself and how smart you are. You're smarter than you think. Everyone, you have a brain, right? You have a brain inside your skull. Well, people underestimate how powerful their brain is. You are smart. You are smart. You can make it happen. Stop listening to the BS. Stop telling yourself these stories that are keeping you down. All right? And what I started doing, and I don't know if you guys can see this, is I started to read books. I don't know if you guys can see over here. Let me zoom that in. I started to read books and fill my mind, right, with things that I believed in, with things that I knew would make me better as a person. It would increase my communication skills. It would increase my skills as an entrepreneur, as a marketer. And it's all about what you feed your mind. Start feeding your mind things that can make your life better. And stop giving yourself the same sad story, okay? So, you can do it. You can do it. I know I talked a lot about that, but I wanted to because it was a huge setback in my life for creating success in my life. And not just as an entrepreneur, but but even before I became an entrepreneur, okay? So, reason number one, or excuse, is that people, and it's not even an excuse, this is just something I wanted to throw up here. People don't even know this is an excuse, is that they're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. How comfortable are you in your life? Do you know what you're gonna do when you wake up tomorrow? Do you know your daily routine? Monday through Friday, you go to work, you get your coffee, you come home, maybe if you have kids, right? Maybe you pick up your kids, you go home, you wash them, you bathe them, you turn on TV, you watch some Netflix, you watch the news, you go back to sleep, do it all over again. And what happens is sometimes people have a desire, right? Whoops. The desire is there, okay? And I know that the desire is there because you're still watching this video. You wouldn't be watching this video to this point if you didn't have a burning desire. I know it's there. I know it's there. But guess what? This desire alone is not going to do anything for you in your life. It's not desire alone, because trust me, I knew that somehow, some way I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I had these big dreams that now I am pursuing, but I had them when I was 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, but I had all these excuses holding me back. And you know what? Life got comfortable. I started to get into my routines like I talked about earlier, and maybe you do too. You have these routines. The desire's still there. You know that you can make millions. You know that you can have a huge impact. You know that you can make a difference in many people's lives. But guess what? The desire alone is not enough. It's not enough. You've got to do something about it. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. You've got to get out of this comfort zone, because this comfort zone is holding you back. You've got to break free from this. You've got to do something different in your life. And you know what that's going to require of you? Get uncomfortable. Let me tell you guys something. This channel that you're on right now is called Freedom Influencer. I started this channel back, I put up the first video in 2014. Had no clue what I was doing. 2015, I got a little bit more serious, and in 2016 is when I decided that I was gonna create a successful YouTube channel, okay? And I want you to pay attention to one word that I said there. I decided. You've got to decide in your life. You've got to decide in your life. I didn't know exactly how it was going to roll out. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I know that I made a decision, and I'm not going to quit. And you have to make that decision as well. And that's going to require you to get uncomfortable and break free out of this comfort zone. Let me tell you something. When I started creating videos just like this, which, by the way, this is right here how I've created an online empire, is by creating videos just like this, okay? I was scared to death to get on camera. Why? Because of all the excuses that a lot of people have. I shared those same excuses, like caring what people thought of me. I cared so much what people thought of me. Why? My dream, your dream, is not the same dream as your family and your friends and your coworkers and people who look at you and see what you're doing. Do you understand that your dream is meant for you? It's meant for you. So I think that we get into this ideology that, oh my God, well, if other people don't approve of my dream, if other people think I'm stupid, then guess what? Maybe that's not for me. Wrong. Your dream is for you. It's not meant for other people. So as soon as you can get comfortable with your desires and say, you know what? I desire to have a better life. I desire financial freedom. It doesn't matter if everyone around me doesn't have it and I look like a weirdo for striving for something greater in my life. No, it makes you different. And guess what? If you haven't figured it out yet, entrepreneurs are different. And so if you do decide to push through all these stupid excuses that we give ourselves, that we run through our head every day as reasons of why we can't take the next step towards creating a life that we want, towards our dreams, guess what? You know what? None of it matters. Then turn this camera off, turn this YouTube channel off, stop watching motivational videos, stop watching other entrepreneurs, because if you're never gonna do anything about it, nothing will ever happen for you. So my friend, if you walk away from this video with one thing, here's what I want it to be: that you must do something. You must do something in order to create the life of your dreams, okay? So I really hope that you guys got value out of this video. I know I poured a lot into this. It's because I'm so passionate about this, because these excuses that we come up with, that we tell ourselves, They hold us back from success. And honestly, every day that you keep telling yourself one of these excuses is another day that you're putting off your own success and how truly great you can really be. Your full potential, if you're not striving for it, why? You are so great. You have so much to offer. And sometimes, you know what? People live in these excuses for their entire life and they live with regret. What if? What if I would have? What if I would have went for it? What if I decided to do something different? What if I had that desire and I actually acted on it? Okay, so I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. I know I went over a lot of stuff here and I know I talked a lot, but you know, I really believe that you guys are gonna get value out of this video, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Please share your own thoughts on this. And of course, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up down below. It really does help the video out, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for doing that. This is Nathan with Freedom Influencer, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.